Hi YouTube family, I was asked to do an updated skincare routine. So this is the PM part of that skincare routine. I'm going to do that for you right now. As you can see, it's the end of the day and I'm ready to get this makeup off. But if you're new to my channel, would you please subscribe before you go? I would love to have you here. And please give this video a thumbs up, everybody, if you would do that. I would really appreciate it. It does help me out a lot, and share it out on your social media platforms if you wouldn't mind that too. That would be great. Okay, so here we go into the PM skincare routine. I'm just going to use a headband and I'm going to pull this hair back out of my way. This is a good day to film this too because I wore waterproof mascara. So I have my coconut oil that I take my mascara off with. And then I also have my Purity Made Simple by Philosophy. This is my regular cleanser that I use. So I'm gonna start off with using my coconut oil. I keep it in a jar like this. It's just easier for my bathroom. And in the winter like this, it's really, really hard because it's colder. But this is really the easiest way that I know to take off any sort of eye makeup is just using some coconut oil. Get it warm in your fingers. You can also use, if you're allergic to coconut oil, you can use really any sort of oil. You can use olive oil, works really good. Almond oil, any of those oils work really good to take eye makeup off. But I'm gonna go ahead and use coconut oil because that one is the one that works really good for me. When I have worn any sort of eye makeup that is thick like that, it is a little bit harder to get it off. But here's my secret weapon, and that is these microfiber cloths. You can see mine's all stained from using them so much. So I'm gonna use a pump of my Purity, and I'm gonna do the rest of my face because I don't want oil everywhere right now. I'm just trying to get this makeup off. And make sure I do everything that I have had makeup on. Clear down my neck. And what's really cool about these cloths is that you will be just surprised how much makeup comes off. They're so good about pulling any waterproof makeup off. Now it may take a little bit, especially with this particular mascara that I'm trying right now. It's really waterproof. About people doing a double cleanse all the time, but what I love about these cloths is that I don't have to do a double cleanse because I will go in and I will rinse these out after I've gotten that first part of my makeup off, and then I can go back in with this towel that is rinsed out and actually do my second cleanse. This is going to actually pick up any oil, any residue, anything like that that I have that's left behind, and it's going to take the rest of it away. I'm always pleasantly surprised at what I see on it the second time around. So yeah, I love these little cloths. They are my secret weapon when it comes to taking makeup off and also doing a double cleanse without anything but water. The next thing that I do is my glycolic toner from The Ordinary. This I just put into my hand, a few drops into my hand, rub it together, and then I just pat it in all over my skin, down my neck. And this is a really good everyday exfoliation. I do use this every single day. The next thing that I use is my lash serum, and this is from Lash. This isn't necessarily my favorite one. My very favorite one ever is from Rapid Lash. I will make sure that I list that below, but you just paint this in a thin line like you're putting on an eyeliner across your eyelashes. I find that I need one all the time because I don't wear false eyelashes, and that just helps so much. The next thing that I'm going to use is my Timeless 20% Vitamin C Serum. This is a watery serum, so that's why I'm going in with that now. And I'm just going to use one full squirt of that. I don't ever use any sort of pads or cotton balls or anything like that because I feel like my skincare really goes to waste when I do that. And I always take and go up my hands and rub it all the way up my arms, whatever is residual on my hands, so that your hands and your arms can be getting some wonderful skincare as well. The next thing that I have is Alpha Arbutin. This is a targeted dark spot treatment. So I don't need this everywhere. So I'm just going to put a couple drops on my fingers, and I do have all these dark spots out here. Some of our some of them are age spots, some of them are scarring, and I do have a lot across my chest right here. And I do have a couple of places on my arms that I'm trying to work on right now. So I will find those and I'll work on those as well. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Retin A. I use the Retin A every night. I'm at 0.5%. If you guys have any questions about using Retin A or anything like that, I do have a video on that, which I will try to throw up in a card and I will try to link below. There is a little bit kind of coming out of the tube right now. I'm going to show you that. That is enough to do my face and then some almost. So this is definitely going to be enough to do my chest area, my décolleté. My décolleté is going through some sort of a breakout right now. So I think it's kind of going through a cleanse. I make sure that I get this really good into those lines that are forming right there on my neck that are so deep. I also make sure that I get it along my jawline and make sure that I target my forehead where my lines are very deep. I go down into my eyebrows to make sure it's distributed there as well. Right out here where my crow's feet are so bad, I try to target wherever my lines are the worst, right in between my eyes where my 11s are bad, and then all over the cheeks. And I will make sure that I kind of run it up just a little bit up underneath my eyes. And yes, I'm not afraid to do that because my eyes are used to it. And really across the top lip where those lines are getting deeper. And then I take just a little bit more of the Retin A and I actually put all of that on my arms and my hands, the back of my hands, and I go up my hands. And I do a little bit extra and use a little bit extra because I like the way that it really has been keeping my hands free of any age spots and looking a little bit better. If you're somebody that likes to derma roll, I do that once every other week. So I would have already derma rolled right after I cleansed my face. Then I would go through the steps that I just showed you. And then now I'm gonna wait anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to let this sink in along with that other skincare. And then I would move on. But for the sake of this video, we're gonna move on anyway. So the next thing that I use is I use a multi-molecular hyaluronic complex. This is different than the other hyaluronic acids that you get. A lot of them only have sodium hyaluronate, which normally is just a very drying formula of hyaluronic acid. It still does kind of the same thing, but this one is a little bit better as far as having like 13 or 14 different kinds of hyaluronic acid. So it's very concentrated and I really like it. And a little tiny bit goes a long way for what I do. So I put a drop on the back of my finger. And then I use this specifically for under my eyes because that's where I have the most dehydration. It's gonna spread across pretty well. And so then I'm gonna go across my lip and I'm gonna go right up here in between my eyes on my 11s. So I just pat that in very gently. And then I'm gonna go in with my Sukoyaka Suhara Urea Moisture Eye Cream. I have been absolutely loving this eye cream. I am not going to be without it. It is so good. I just think it's wonderful. I'm pretty generous with this at night because I feel like I want a lot of extra hydration at night, and I will just go all the way around the eyes. I actually put this up into my eyebrows, almost like conditioning into the eyebrows, and bring it all the way out here to the edge of my eyes. And again, I'll pat it on my lips and in between my eyes. And right now I am using Derma E Vitamin C Intense Night Cream. I really like this. I think it's a good cream. However, for me, it doesn't quite have enough moisture to get me through the whole night. So I am pretty darn generous with this. I use quite a bit of that cream. So then I will take some of my other Urea lotion that I have and I will mix that with that just to give it some extra hydration. And I put a drop or two of my bee oil from The Ordinary. This has a bunch of different kinds of oil in it and it really has a lot of really nice moisture to it. And I am going to just mix that up in my hands and I'm going to just go all over my face. And this is going to just go everywhere, including on top of my eye cream even. And across my lips. I'm not afraid to put this on top of my lips because everything has such good ingredients in it. All the way down my neck. And after that, you would think that would be it, and normally it is. But about 3 times a week, I use this Laura Mercier Flawless Skin Mask, and I put this on top of everything to give myself a really strong dose of hydration during the night. I found this not very long ago, and I just absolutely love it. You don't need a lot of it because a little bit goes a long ways as far as when you've already got this much moisture on your skin. So I just kind of start patting it around, and then I'm going to go ahead and work that into all of my other skincare. Now, normally I would wait in between a little bit to do all of these steps because, of course, you do need time for each step to sink in. Some people have asked me, how long would you wait between your vitamin C and your Retin A before you put your Retin A on? I would just say long enough for it to sink in because you don't really need a lot of time in between those two. But from your Retin A to your moisture, you do need about 15 minutes if you can get it, 15 to 20 minutes to put your last step of your moisture and then the sleeping mask on in order for the Retin A to sink in, because that's the part that you really want to sink in and really want to get good into your skin before you begin to dilute it with anything else. I know that that might seem like a lot of steps, but I actually do feel like my skincare is more important to me than even my makeup is, because makeup is the fun stuff, but skincare is this stuff that really gives your makeup a flawless look. And I want to take care of my skin and have my skin looking as young as possible for as long as possible. So I hope that you did enjoy this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Let me know if there's anything that you guys use that I didn't use that you might have questions about, or products that you might use that I need to know about. I love to know about those too. You guys take care of yourselves. Love you all so very much, and I'll see you all in my very next video. Bye, guys.